welcome to my channel. My name is Grace. I am still trying to take a thumbnail picture, but all the books are falling everywhere, so I kind of just gave up. This is gonna be a book haul. I just went on a book shopping spree and I bought a whole stack of books, but I also have like a whole stack of books that I got just over the summer in different places and stuff. So I'm gonna show you all the things that I've gotten. Okay, so very first book I'm gonna talk about is Winter's Promise. I got this one for my birthday actually, and I got it really late, so it wasn't in the birthday book haul that I did. This looks like a really fun wintry book. And check out that city on the front cover. Doesn't that look really, really interesting? Anyway, so as far as I know, the premise of this book is about the main character's name is Ophelia. And in the little blurb here, it says that a mix of awkward misfit and misunderstood genius, Ophelia cares little about appearances or other people's opinions of her. So she sounds like a very interesting character. She also has magical abilities. I believe she can walk through mirrors, and she could also like sense the history of objects when she touches them or something. So this is book one in the Mirror Visitor series. So it just looks really magical, really fantastical, and I think it's gonna be the perfect winter read. So I'm gonna pick it up, I don't know, maybe December, January, wintry, when I'm in a kind of a wintry kind of mood, I hope. I don't know, it says Winter's Promise, so I'm thinking it's gonna be wintry. This is the city on the front. It's just captured my imagination and all my attention, and I think it's about a girl who can walk through mirrors, and she's kind of awkward, so I don't know, sounds super fun. So there's that. I also recently picked up a copy of Watchmen by Alan Moore and Dave Gibbons. And I love Alan Moore's comic or graphic novel writing style. I have a few other things by Alan Moore. I really want to get Swamp Thing by Alan Moore too. And hopefully maybe read it for the Spookathon. But anyway, I have heard so much about the Watchmen graphic novel. I remember when I was in school and the movie came out, and my whole friend group kind of blew up talking about the Watchmen movie and how like the Watchmen movie was nothing like the graphic novel, and everybody was mad, and everybody was talking about the graphic novel and something about giant squids floating giant squids, and I don't know, but I remember being really, really interested in it at that point, but I never went and picked it up because I was in school and I was just busy and it never happened then. But then I was reading Eleanor and Park by Rainbow Rowell. The Watchmen graphic novel is in Eleanor and Park, and it is one of the main things that Eleanor and Park connect over on the bus. They kept passing like the Watchmen graphic novel back and forth, like through their bus seats. And they just connected, these two characters connected over the Watchmen graphic novel. So I was re-interested in it again after reading Eleanor and Park, and finally I just went and picked it up. I was like, you know what, like, I've been interested in this for so long, I'm just gonna dive into it and grab it and read it, and I'll tell you guys what I think. And I love Alan Moore. Like, anything by Alan Moore, I'm like, yes, I will try and read, because he is a really, really good writer of comics and graphic novels and things. I also grabbed Sandman by Neil Gaiman. This is also a graphic novel, and I've been interested in this for a while, ever since I started trying to collect as much of Neil Gaiman's works as I could. For the Bookie Trials, we all read Stardust, and that was actually the first Neil Gaiman book that I'd read, even though like I'd seen Coraline and I'd seen the Stardust movie and I'd heard a lot about Neil Gaiman as a creator, but I never actually dove into his works myself. So I read Stardust, and then I grabbed Neverwhere as well by Neil Gaiman, but I think I've already hauled this one, but I grabbed Neverwhere by Neil Gaiman, and so then I went on and grabbed Sandman by Neil Gaiman, because it's a graphic novel, it's kind of a different format, and I'm super interested in picking it up. Also, I noticed it has an introduction by Patrick Rothfuss. Check it out, and I absolutely love Patrick Rothfuss, so that just made me even like 10 times more excited to pick up this graphic novel and see what it's about and get into Neil Gaiman's characters again. Also, I'm thinking about reading this for the Spookathon, because I know that's coming up, and this has red on the cover, so I'm thinking about reading it for a book that has red on the cover. Also, like, it's got red on the back and just a lot of creepy, spooky kind of imagery, so I think it's going to be perfect for October. I'm planning on picking it up in October, hopefully for the Spookathon, and I can't wait to tell you guys what I think about it, if I like it, you know, I don't know. It's a graphic novel by Neil Gaiman, so sounds awesome. So now I'm gonna dive into the books that I just got at my recent book haul. I went on a book shopping trip. I'll probably leave the link to that video down below. If you want to check out that video, you can. It's lots of fun. So the first 2 books that I got on that shopping trip were the next books in the Expanse series. I got, I think it's called Sibylla Burn. I'm not entirely sure how to say that, but I guess I'll figure it out at some point very soon. So I got this one, and then I got Abaddon's Gate. I think Abaddon's Gate is actually book 3. I'm on Abaddon's Gate right now. Leviathan Wakes is the very first book in that series, and then Caliban's War is the next book in the series. When I've already read these 2 and I absolutely love them both so much. So I now have the whole first half of the Leviathan Wake series, which I can't wait. I can't wait to continue with the series and jump into it. I am gonna need another bookshelf just for this series. It's been decided. I have plans. I think I'm gonna have to come up with a new storage solution because these books are so thick and stuff. I think I'm just right now, I think they're probably just gonna have to like be sitting on the ground next to my bookshelf because I'm out of space. I actually don't know what Abaddon's Gate is about or what Sibylla Burn is about, but I know they're science fiction. They're probably gonna follow the same characters and the same spaceship crews. I'm expecting to see all my favorite characters again and my favorite spaceships, and I'm expecting a lot of spaceship battles and a lot of politics and a lot of interesting world building. So anyway, yeah, I'm excited about these 2. Very next book I grabbed was Armada by Ernest Cline. Okay, you guys know Ready Player One, right? Everybody loves Ready Player One, and if you don't love Ready Player One, you probably have a really good reason. Armada is Ernest Cline's next book after Ready Player One, and I have so many friends, well, one main friend who has read Armada and like keeps telling me to read Armada, so I'm excited to pick it up and read it and then have all those fun conversations with my friends about this particular book. I think it's similar to Ready Player One, in which the main character is like inside of a video game, and I think it's more of like an outer spacey kind of video game as opposed to like this one, which is more just like a virtual kind of Oasis thing. This is what I think, that this is more like an outer space battle kind of video game that the main characters are inside of and involved in. But I don't know, actually. I will let you know more for sure after I read it. And then I grabbed City of Ghosts by Victoria Schwab again. October's coming up, the Spookathon is coming up. I think I'm going to read this one for the Spookathon for read a book that takes place in a creepy location, and I'm pretty sure a City of Ghosts would count as a creepy location. So anyway, this book, it's by Victoria Schwab. The main character's name is Cass, and she had a near-death experience. I think she almost drowned, and then ever since this near-death experience, actually I think she did die, and I think she like got brought back, like resuscitated, and after like having this experience, she is now able to see ghosts. So then moving on, I think she's got this cat buddy here, and I think one of her best friends is a ghost. It just sounds really cute and really interesting, like a girl with a best friend that's a ghost, and I don't know, I can't wait to read this and just kind of have all the haunted ghosty feels. It sounds like it's gonna be super cute. Also, I grabbed 3 Dark Crowns by Kendar Blake. I love sister stories. I personally, I don't have a sister, and I've always wanted a sister. I've always like imagined what my life would be like if I had a sister. I love reading sister stories, except this is a very evil and vengeful sister stories where all the sisters are trying to kill each other for the crown. And I hear that there's like family sisterly love, but also a lot of sisterly hate, and it's all kind of mixed together. And it sounds like a really twisted, really fun sister story. Each sister has like a special power. I think one of them is has elemental magic, so she can like call out, like summon fire and things like that. One of them can control poisons and like create like deadly poisons and potions and things. And then another one is a naturalist, and she's got like kind of a nature magic, so I think maybe she can like call on plants and lions and things like that. So they each have like this very like deadly magical ability. They all have to try and kill each other for the crown, because they're in this environment and this situation where that's what is expected of them, is to fight their sisters to the death for the throne. So that's just got to be twisted and interesting and just play with the human psyche so much. Also magic. I'm excited, and it's gonna be a good dark kind of wintry rainy day read, I think. So there's all the books that I bought on my recent book haul, book buying binge, but I do have a few more books that I've picked up randomly over the summer. River and I, my husband and I, went on vacation out to the desert to look at some art and stuff like that was out there. So I found this random pile of books out in the middle of the desert, okay? And I was like kind of looking around, and they were like, hey, you can take a book if you want one. I was like, okay, I'll look and see what I can find, you know? So I was like looking through this like book, you know, pile, and I found Keeper of the Lost Cities, book number 3 in that pile. And I think it says it's from the San Francisco Public Library, even though I found it out in the middle of the desert somewhere. Here's what it looks like with the dust jacket on it. And this is actually in really, really rough shape. But as soon as I saw this book, I was like, oh my gosh, I know people who are reading this series. Like, I follow like some YouTubers, like I think like Reagan from Peru's Project is reading through the Keepers of the Lost Cities, and I've actually heard so much about it, and it made me want to grab the first book in this series, which I haven't grabbed yet, but it's on my radar. Planning to go to the bookstore soon. I might have to buy another copy of this. I don't know how readable this copy actually is. I think it might. Look at that. Whew. Giant dust cloud that just popped up when I slammed this book closed. Anyway, but yeah, anyway, I'm actually super interested in this series, so I grabbed the third book to inspire me to go and pick up the first book. Probably gonna have to get another copy of book 3. I don't think I actually want to carry this one around with me. But yeah, so there's that. Anyway, Keeper of the Lost Cities, Everblaze. Believe Everblaze. And yeah, also my husband found this book in the same book pile. Check it out, it's got a hole in the middle of it. Like, it literally, like, there's a hole going through the book. I don't even know. You find the randomest things in the desert sometimes, like seriously. Anyway, but this is the masterpiece of mystery, and it's the super sleuths. Something about the super sleuths. Like, I don't even know what this is about. I don't know how readable it is either, because it does have this giant hole like through the middle of the book right here. So I have no idea, but it is something we own now, so that's exciting, and it's a book, and it's in better shape than this one. But anyway, so that's pretty exciting. I might just like give it a read or try it out, or dude, is there like a mystery readathon coming up that I could try this out for? I don't know. We'll see. Somebody let me know if there's like a mystery book readathon coming up, and maybe I'll give this one a shot. So that's all the books that I've picked up over the summer month. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I love you guys so much. You guys are so freaking beautiful, and I will totally see you in the next video. Bye! Also, I always forget to say this. Don't forget to hit that like button, that little thumbs up button. Also, hit that subscribe button. If you're new to my channel, you haven't subscribed yet, and you love me, hit that subscribe button so that I feel the love and so that I know who you are, and I can go find you on Twitter and we can have conversations and we can be friends. That would be so much fun. Anyway, love you guys, and I will totally see you in the next video.